I'm Kiara, and I chose to do my book report or project on the Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. The premise is pretty simple. It's just a correspondence between two demons trying to get a human to fall and go to hell when he dies. So the main demon, Screwtape, he's writing letters to his, I guess, kind of protege slash nephew, Wormwood, who is like, say, like a recent college grad intern trying to, start out, and he's not very good because he didn't learn much while he was in school. So Screwtape is writing these letters to him about how to be a tempter and how to tempt this man, simply called the Patient, throughout the novel to get him to fall so they can win a soul for hell, basically. And they, obviously they're on the side of the devil, and to them God is the enemy. And it's very interesting because they're just completely devoid of any kind of emotion. They don't understand, like, love, I guess. There's one point in the novel where Screwtape, says in one of his letters that God loves, like, actually loves humans, and Wormwood betrays his own uncle to, like, the authorities of the underworld, for saying this because it's considered, like, blasphemy, or heresy, and it's just so weird, like, I don't know. It's interesting, like, just how devoid of relational, it's just because you don't think about that. And so that was something I found very intriguing. But anyways, so just throughout the novel, Screwtape is writing these letters saying, all right, this is how you get him to fall. So trying to use his weaknesses against him. When he's first saved, Screwtape tells Wormwood, all right, well, he has Christian and non-Christian friends, so get him to think that he's better than them. And that works for a little bit. And Wormwood seems to be doing all right, despite the fact that his patient got saved already, and that's considered a big no-no. But, it only works for a certain amount of time, and then the patient realizes, what's going on. And actually, I thought this was really cool, but kind of goes through like a reconversion. Even after he was already converted to the Christian faith, he kind of goes under like another one, and I thought that was really cool, just because you think like one time and you're done, but no, you keep growing after that, and you have to, like, it doesn't stop there. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was cool. And it just goes throughout that. So like every time they try to tempt him with something new, and maybe it works for a little bit or it doesn't. For example, the whole pride thing worked for a while. They hit a wall and he gets protected by God, like surrounded in like a force field fog type thing that Wormwood can't penetrate, and they try to move on to something else, like, all right, well, let's tempt him with sex. And that doesn't end up working out for them, because he falls in love with a Christian girl in a Christian family who has a very positive influence on him. And so they're like, okay, we'll make him feed off of the fear, or like bring up the fear that he has of dying in the war, because this is based in like World War II time period. And just like they keep hitting this wall, like every time they think that they're getting to him, like God's like, bah, or makes him realize he has some kind of revelation, and he ends up eventually dying and going to heaven. And Screwtape was even like, dude, you gotta keep him alive as long as you can. Like, the way you tempt someone to hell, the best way to do it as an experienced tempter is to make it a slow process over a long period of time, a slow fade, so they don't realize what's happening. And that was like the most powerful thing I think I got out of it, was the slow fade, because it is so prevalent in life. It has been forever, like where they just take you down little by little, and you don't realize how far you've gone until it's kind of sort of too late. And that was what Screwtape kept saying over and over again, like, gotta take it slow, and Wormwood was, you know, super inexperienced and just was like fast, and so he ended up losing and having to take the place of the patient as like his spot in hell. And at the end it's like he's begging not to be taken, like he's like, come on uncle, have mercy on me. And uncle's like, no, there's no mercy in hell, like what do you think this is? I can't wait to eat you. Like, I don't love you, I don't care about you. And it's just, oh, it was a great book. I loved it. And those were like just some interesting things I got out of it, was like the whole idea of the slow fade. I think that was the biggest one that got me. Just like that slow declining where you don't realize it's happening till it's too late kind of thing. Like, I never really thought about it that way, like how, like the fact that demons are real and they're actually like, spiritual warfare is real and they know what they're doing, and so you got to know what you're doing and you got to trust in God. And it was just a great book. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm not really good at this sort of thing, and I've gone over time, sorry. And I don't have the book with me right now because I read it online, so I guess I'll show you a screenshot of that. Yay! And I'll post it on YouTube, and people will be like, what is this? It's okay though. Alright, I guess that's it.